Hi, John Morgan here with the Keep Growing podcast, where we take a look at gardening here in the Mid-Ohio Valley region. During the growing season, we do a weekly update, but now that we're heading into winter, you can expect a monthly update, maybe more. We'll be checking in with winter gardening tasks and also digging a bit deeper into other off-season topics. In November, first up, we have my least favorite time of year, the end of daylight saving time. On November 3rd, we fall back 1 hour and embrace the darkness of winter. Personally, I suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Something that helps is using a daylight wavelength light first thing in the morning. I get up in the morning, fix some coffee, and while I remotely connect to the office to do prep work for the day, I'm blasting myself with artificial daylight. Speaking of prep work, November is a great time to continue on with prep work for the upcoming growing season. Clearing out gardening beds, tilling soil, and adding a warm blanket of mulch to plants that will be overwintered outside. If you had a soil test done for your garden this fall, mid-November is the time to add lime and fertilizer according to the test results. Finally, while the growing season is still fresh in your memory, take some time to take stock of the gardening season. Write down what worked, what didn't, and what changes you want to make for the upcoming year. Some notes now can really help out with planning for next year. This month, I thought we would tackle a chilly topic: how to keep your garden growing even when winter rolls in. Today we'll explore the art and science of using cold frames and greenhouses to extend your gardening season. Let's dive in. So, why garden in winter? For many, it's not just about growing food, it's about connecting with nature year-round. Winter gardening can also provide fresh greens when they're most scarce, and it's incredibly satisfying to harvest something green when everything outside is frosted over. Let's start with cold frames. Imagine a mini greenhouse right in your garden bed or patio. Cold frames are simple structures, typically made of wood or concrete blocks with a transparent top, like glass or polycarbonate. You can DIY or buy ready-made. Essentially, it's a bottomless box with a lid. They trap solar heat, keeping your plants warmer than outside air, sometimes up to 10 degrees warmer. And what you want to grow is hardy vegetables like kale, spinach, carrots, and even some varieties of lettuce. It's crucial to choose the right location for your cold frame. South facing with plenty of sunlight is ideal. And remember, ventilation is key to prevent overheating on sunny winter days. Now, if you're looking for something more robust, greenhouses are the answer. They're larger, often more permanent structures that require a bit more investment, but offer other significant benefits. Unlike cold frames, greenhouses can be actively heated or use passive solar heating. You can grow a wider range of plants, including tomatoes, peppers, herbs, and even some flowers. From humidity levels to pest control, greenhouses offer more control over the growing environment. Greenhouses are fantastic for creating microclimates. You can simulate almost summer conditions inside if you manage it properly, extending your growing season by months. Whether you opt for cold frames or a greenhouse, here are some other tips for success. First is insulation. Use bubble wrap or thermal blankets to insulate on colder nights. When it comes to watering, plants in enclosed environments tend to need less water, but you need to make sure that the soil remains moist. And speaking of soil, keep an eye on your soil health. Compost or organic matter can help maintain fertility in both cold frames and greenhouses. And finally, pests and diseases. Monitor for pests. Enclosed environments can sometimes exacerbate pest issues. Also, starting with seedlings inside and then moving them to your cold frame or greenhouse can give them a head start, which is particularly useful for early spring crops. As winter approaches, don't pack away your gardening tools just yet. With cold frames and greenhouses, you can keep your garden alive, vibrant, and productive. Remember, gardening is as much about learning as it is about growing. Try something new this winter. See what thrives and enjoy your fruits or vegetables of your labor. Even when it's cold outside, you can continue to keep growing. For questions, comments, or smart remarks, email me at keepgrowing@bobsmarket.com. For show notes and a full transcript, visit bobsmarket.com/keepgrowing. Copyright 2024, Bob's Market of Greenhouses, Incorporated.